In 2009, I started building a company fighting climate change. In 2016-17, together with Jan Brezek, we built crypto finance. Now we are in 2021, and I bet with you it's time to look at longevity. So, hello everybody. Nobody, or not everybody wants to live forever, but I bet everybody wants to be healthy when we are in old age. Now, we have a problem. Look at this. What we have in Switzerland is an average age of 83 years. That's cool. That's quite good in international comparison. Problem, you only are healthy till 70. So 13 years of misery when your hips are hurting, you don't remember anything. That's not really good. So we are here to help. We want to bring you to longevity, which means we want to extend the health span, the time where we are healthy, up to as long as possible, but at least until you die. Now, who am I to tell you? You see, I'm dressed like a doctor. I'm not. Well, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur. I like to build companies. I have built several of them. I'm an investor as well. I like to invest in startup companies. I've done more than 20 investments in startups. Some of them do very well. So I think I don't have such a bad hand. But most of all, I like to believe that I'm an innovator. Now, where do I come from to say that? In 2009, I started building a company fighting climate change. That was before ESG was even there and before anybody knew what it is. In 2016-17, together with Jan Brezek, who is here as well and will speak later, we said, okay, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, the blockchain, next big thing. We built crypto finance, which we recently partnered up with Deutsche Börse. Now we are in 2021, and I bet with you it's time to look at longevity. Whether you do it with us or we do it with somebody else, I just tell you, I think it's the right time to look into longevity. And that's exactly why we have built Maximon. Now, Maximon is a longevity company builder. What is a company builder doing? A company builder is keeping the back of entrepreneurs free. They can fully focus on the product, reduce time to market. They don't have to run behind fundraising all the time because we provide capital, in average 5 million, up to a Series A. We help them validate the business model, make sure that what they do really works. But very important as well, we team up with them. We work together. We are entrepreneurs working with entrepreneurs. So we are not only investors, we take the hand, we basically are part of the team building a company together. Last but not least, we have built an ecosystem. We work together with scientists, we work together with entrepreneurs, we bring all the companies together, advisory boards, and so on. Most importantly, we work science and evidence-based. So whatever we do, whatever the companies do we build, they are based on latest science. And to make sure that we have latest science, we have this team here of a lot of professors and doctors and entrepreneurs. I don't go through that, but it's very, very important that whatever you do is based on sound science. Now, where is science coming from? So people like to look at why some people get 115 years old. Apparently, that's the age a human body can make. It's like a car. A car can drive 1 million kilometers if you exchange some parts. That's the same here. Now, how do you look into that? The problem with humans is we get too old, so it's very difficult to find out whether if I take this pill, I really can live 10 years longer. So that's why we look at worms. Now, this is a C. elegans. C. elegans is so small that you don't see it with like a microscope. It gets about 48 hours old before it dies. That's excellent for us because what we can do is we can find out how to make a worm live longer. Great thing, this worm shares about 60% of DNA with humans. When we are a bit further, we look at mice. Mice are great because they also don't live so long and they have 80% of DNA similar to humans. Now, what have we found out? We have found out that if we don't give much food to the worms or to the mice, they live much longer. And I already can tell you that's true for us as well. Intermittent fasting. It's for free and it works. Do it. Now, the next thing is high-intensity training. You can do it with mice. We all should do it. If you run a marathon 40 kilometers, good for you, not good for your health. If you can do it, do something which brings your pulse up at least twice a week. In our company, we have to do it every Tuesday. Now, the next thing, once you have done this, is you can work on what you take in, supplements. NAD+, it's a great coenzyme. Unfortunately, our bodies reduce the amount of NAD+ every year after we are 20, and by 70, 80, we have almost nothing. It's needed to make sure our mitochondria, that's the power plant of our cells, really work. Now, if we combine all that, what happens? Look at this great slide here. what you see in green, that's a normal mouse. A normal mouse dies, whatever, 35 months or something like that, yeah? If we make sure that the mouse is not eating much, it doesn't have a funny life, but at least it lives until 42 months, yeah? If we go a bit further and say, hey, mouse, we don't give you much food, but in addition, we give you some NAD+, well, then we are above 50 months. And if we go to the end and put the poor mice on a constant running thread or something like that, a treadmill, well, then we are already at close to 55 months. Yeah? So what you can achieve today is you can increase the lifespan of a mouse by 60–70%. Of the C. elegans, of the worm, we are already at 400%. And I bet with you, in the next 10 years, science moving so fast, human beings can extend their lifespan by 30% easily. Now, some of you might say, hey, but I have heard red wine is very healthy. Well, that is true. Depends a bit on the quantity. Why is that? Because there is resveratrol in there. Resveratrol, once again, is something super healthy for you. Now, you would have to drink 5 liters of wine a day that you really can increase the resveratrol level. Some of us do, but yeah, it might have some other consequences. So what do you have to do? You have to go for supplements. Supplements is a great market. It's exploding, what you can see here. And that's why we have our first company called Avea, which is in longevity supplements. Now, the question is, who needs what supplement? Yeah? Depends a bit on our DNA or our blood group. It depends on gender and 5 other factors as well. So what we need to do is we need to look at data. We need big data for longevity. Now, this is our second company called Biolytica, where we go into this. We are a big data supplier for everybody active in the field of longevity. Great business, as you might know. Now, in general, we build 3 to 4 companies per year. We like to think that every one of them will be a unicorn. Now, for this, we also have installed the Longevity Co-Investment Fund. Already done the first closing, but you're very much invited to join the next closing. Join the trip with us. If you're interested in the topic, you can join the Longevity Investors Conference, which will happen on the 27th of September, so quite soon. You can sign up on this website here. And now I say thank you very much, and I all hope we see each other when we are 100 and healthy.